Just gardening 36568. And obviously that's comfortable for the wild duck. And one of the great things about gardening is that you can go and just pick up whatever you want for your food. So we're having bolognese tonight, so I'm going to take an onion in. Homegrown roasted tomatoes with oregano and basil. Homemade spag bowl. Done. Thanks Claire for cooking it. And here's a great chilli hack to store your chilies all over the year. What I do is cut them up, put them in ice cube trays, put a little bit of water on them, and put them in the freezer. I leave them then in the ice cube trays for about a week. Pop them out. I'll put them in a bag so that you can store them in your freezer. And these will keep for at least a year, maybe 2 or 3. What a great way of keeping your chilies. And another great way, and I know a lot of you do this, is pickled chilies. And again, these will keep for a year or 2 like this. Now one of my first jobs is I'm going to be planting some amaryllis. And I've got 2 big ones that I'm going to put in today. And the idea is, hopefully they'll be in bloom for Christmas. I've got 2 pots ready. I've put some gravel in the bottom and I've mixed up some compost. This is a little bit of peat, spent peat actually, mixed with some perlite, mixed with some garden compost. Put them into now. I've got 2 now that are much smaller. They're different varieties. I'm going to put them in slightly smaller pots, but I'm going to do them exactly the same. I just went to get the watering can and have a look what was in there. A little toad. So I'll let him out before I put water in there. I just put some little stones in them just to give them a bit of a feature. I'll give them more water, and now I'm going to put them in a sort of cool, dark place. In about a week's time, you should see a sign of growth, and then they can come out back into the sunlight. And you're probably thinking that's not a very dark place, but this cupboard's got doors on it, so I'll shut the doors very shortly, and that will be dark for a week. And the doors are now shut. Now it'd be easy to forget about them, so what I'm going to do is put a reminder on my phone for midweek to just come down and put a little bit of water on them and check them. So maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. And with some of the soil I've got left over, I'm going to plant some more Christmas potatoes. Now these are early, so they should only take about 12 weeks. So if anything, they might be a bit early. Now I'd normally just put 1 in there, but because these are quite small, I'm going to put 2. And I've placed them with a chip facing up. Now you can probably hear outside it started to rain, hence why I've been out in the greenhouse today, just in case it started raining. So that's the end of my outdoor stuff for today. Covered up now, and I'd like to see them again in about a week's time, breaking through the surface. And the very first of my winter indoor calabrese. It's looking great, and there's definitely more chilies to pick shortly. The main tomatoes still doing good, and we've got plenty left. And my much later tomatoes that I grew from a slice of tomato, they're not looking like anywhere near ripening yet, which is what I'd expect. These are going to be the ones that I've still got, hopefully at Christmas and into the new year. Still got some indoor lettuce, and I've still got some succession ones which will hopefully be ready in about a month. Indoor carrots are looking good, and hopefully I'll have some of these for my Sunday dinner later today. The cut and cut again lettuce ain't looking brilliant at the minute. I've just watered it, but otherwise it's doing superb, and that's ready for cutting now, so I'll let Claire know when I go back in. Toad lilies are still looking beautiful, and my greenhouse carnivorous plants are looking good too. And you can see new shoots growing, which means they're really happy. Outside now, and it is drizzling with rain. This is the Japanese hohoi, so that's 2 weeks old now and it's doing well. Come back inside because it's starting to rain a little bit harder now. On here now I've got some basil, some oregano, and under there I've got 3 different sorts of chilies. Not as many as last week. I'm still happy with the harvest of them. And the cut and cut again has been cut, but I'm not bothered because it can be cut again. Hence the name, Cut and Cut Again. For our starter tonight, prawn cocktail with Cut and Cut Again lettuce. I've shown you this before. It's tomatoes, onions, garlic, oregano and basil. And I'm going to put it all into the oven to roast. And the most pleasing thing of all, every single thing there has been grown here at Cherry Tree Cottage. How proud am I of that?
You can see the double, you can see the jackpot now side by side. Drop zone 4.
Drop zone 4, please.
Fire it up. If you get that jackpot over, it could take the double with it, Clive. Clive, it wouldn't go with it. It's going to be very close.
I forgot my amaryllis, and luckily that's got some water, and the other one got a little bit. I'll just top it up. And the great news is the first one, it's got a new shoot on it already, and that's in about 5 days. Wow. And one of the second ones, that's got a new shoot coming as well. Fantastic. That concludes this week's Gardening 365. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time, where we'll be covering lots and lots of other things. Keep inviting your friends to Facebook. Please subscribe to YouTube. And one last time, bye. See you next time. And you know what? I'm really glad I remembered to check my amaryllis. I don't know how I would have remembered without setting the alarm on my phone.
Clive, it's going to get close, Clive! Clive, you've done it!
I can't believe it!
Done it!
Can't believe it!
Hehehe.